Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Today looks like the top thing on the scanner is MOTS, M-O-T-S, up 28%, 3 million shares traded, low float. The catalyst on MOTS, it says announces positive clinical data for PureView EVS in 3 poster presentations. Okay, definitely not life-changing, but it is Monday morning. Another great week to be taking some trades. It's what, the fourth thing on the volume movers today. 3 million shares traded in competition with NIO and these other two. MYOV says Tesla slashes China EV prices. TSMC joins embargo after Nvidia and AMD and Schulenberger, oh my goodness, rebrands as SLB something. Let me see what the rest of that says. Looks like some rebranding going on. Rebrands as SLB. Yeah, top stories for Monday. All right. Are you guys interested in MOTS, or is the risk too high for the news that's out there? Let's jump over here to Street Smart Edge and look at it on the hour chart. The high was 225. Good morning, Donnell. See if we can find any other ones to watch. All the other ones kind of B-hat. No news on the day. NRGD. PEGY was one that was moving a lot last week from the 370s up here to the 5s. AGFY. What's up, Drifter? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put PEG over here just to watch it, even if it doesn't end up doing anything. And IMUX was one that was kind of going up for not no reason. It was going up because of its earnings. Went up from 3, gapped up here to the 5s, came all the way up to the 11s, and now it's going flat on IMUX. IMUX. And jump back over to Street Smart Edge to the older watch list here. Rumble, one that Daniel B had called out a couple of weeks ago, made a low here of the 635s and popped all the way back up here and closed around the 728s for last week, but no green candles yet. So right around that 650 level is where it found a little bit of support. Supposedly, we don't know. May gap down, may gap up, I don't know. Sober continues to find those problems right above the $3. It's 317 right now, 17 cents away. It's just been kind of struggling around that 3. Okay, JD Red. JD losing some big points there from the 40 close last week. Green 42.15 dropped all the way to the 36 there. Amazon 120, SoFi Intel, Plug, Coin, Rivian, Fubo, Val. Good morning, Daniel B. Asun, NU, Hibbett Sports, and Foot Locker. But JD taking a nice little dump down there, 14% down. Let me see if there's any news on JD. JD, several Chinese stocks are trading lower amidst Chinese President Xi winning his third term. Okay. SIGA. They are getting more deaths related to monkeypox. I do know that. I saw that over the weekend. Some news on that. I think they got like maybe five deaths in total or something. Not a big number, but definitely getting some deaths out there. Actually put SIGA out here and see how it reacts today. SIGA is at the 894s. Has come down quite a bit to this previous low level around 950. Let me enlarge this. So the beginning support was at 713 here. Let me delete some of these. And let's see, what's this? 850s. And this is the hour chart. But yeah, it's definitely kind of dipped back down, but I don't know, it will need some news to resurge. Exactly, drifted third turn by default. Yeah, he was gonna win. I saw his little smile. I was like, yeah, I think somebody would have lost their life if you didn't win. It's like, yeah. That's one of those leadership positions where you don't run for leadership. It belongs to you. MOTS showing a little resistance here. Had a high of the 225s. We'll see where it wants to check down to, but the news is really weak. I would say I would stay away from it, but if you have the skill set to scalp these types of moves, or either the patience, or I guess not even patience, because it might be so quick you just might be in and out. But yeah, you want to touch down on that one, you can. One that we were watching from last week that kind of ended up slowing down was AMPX. Traded AMPX back on this day right here. Had a nice little fall off where the shorts won, and I played it in here, and then the next day that thing boogied up to the $12, but is now kind of going flat. On this day, on Friday, it only had about 5 million shares traded, I believe, or somewhere up in there, like 5 to 6 million shares traded. Not a huge not a lot of attention on it. I think it was getting manipulated quite heavily, so I'm glad I stayed out of that one. IMUX was one that fell from the $9 down here to the $2 to $3. We've seen these types of moves before as well, and these things could go flat for months and then have a pop. So I'm not too into that one on IMUX. I just saw it on the scans. We have about 5 minutes to the bell. What is PCVX? Why is it up? It jumped from $20 up to $35 on PCVX. 73%. It's the largest mover on the day. Still low volume though. Let me see if it's any kind of news on this thing. PCVX. Wall Street set to open higher as markets look to build on strong week ahead of PMI data. Vaxcyte. It has a investigational pneumococcal conjugate vaccine meets standards in phase 1/2 study. Okay. Okay, so yeah, up 73%. A lot of these that are up are medical, biopharm, and a lot of times I do stay away from biopharms because they can get quite spicy, especially on Monday mornings. We'll see what they want to do, though. It is one of the top movers. Matter of fact, that's what we'll watch. We'll watch the top movers. Top movers to the upside. I really am not too worried about the downside. What is MF? MF. Oh, that's negative 27. Well, guess we do got a downside mover there. Looks ugly on the charts. Yep, definitely gonna leave that one to B. Any other large movers? $72. All right. So we have about 3 minutes to the bell, and this is all that's pretty much on the scans. And all of the older stocks will have to get some more volume if they're gonna come up. On the older mid or the older micro floats, not a lot of volume out here. Low floats, same thing, kind of dead. Siga was one that I was thinking about, but they only have like 5 deaths, I think, on monkeypox so far, which is, since it's been out, is quite a little for such the actions that were taken when it first came out, all the protests and stuff. Only 5 people have died there, which is still a lot. I mean, lives matter, but compared to COVID, compared to polio, you know. All right. So I guess we'll watch MOTS out of the gates. 22%. 4 million shares traded. Good morning, GD. Market just opened. MOTS was the top mover in the low floats, up 27%. Had a top up here of the 225s, and I'm thinking it's going to get absolutely demolished here. So if I was a short, where would I want to enter? Well, preferably I want to enter up here at this 225, but we'll see what kind of action happens in this first hour. Can it rise above it for some nice short entries above 225 or what? Or or will it just die under $2 here? On the hour, we can see it had a little bit of resistance right at $2. So we'll put this as possible permanent resistance right there too. See how it holds in this little range where the shorts can really add in here. Or almost 5 million shares traded on it. And the second red flag on this one is the range. So we can see it's already struggling to gain even a few cents. So what are the shorts planning here? Because it's definitely going down. All right, AMPX took a little lunch back up there from the 1089s, trying to get back up to the 1175s where it struggled on Friday. But still low volume there, not even 100,000 shares traded on it, with a move of what, almost $1, a little less than $1 there on AMPX. We're seeing moats stay in this thing. 225 is the highs. I think any break over 2 is where shorts will start definitely entering. I mean, any break over 225. Everything else is looking a little bit red. We're gonna start the cleanup process here in a minute of my watch list. Two 12s. AMPX ripping on up there all the way almost to the 12s on the open today. Still low volume. Expecting a big pullback on this big move. This thing, I mean, if you were holding it from down here, $9, this would be a perfect time to sell. It is finding weakness right at that 1175. Big range on it, but no volume, so not meeting those criteria. There is moats trying to get up to the 225s. Get those shorts in there above 225 for their nice little win back through $2. Up 35%, up 8% since the open. Very small range. This candle right here went from 164 up to the 225. So that is what? Almost $1.25 or something like that. Drifter caught a MULN. MULN is down right now. Moats has a little bit more range than MULN right now. I'm gonna watch Moats fail and then we'll jump over to MULN. It's reaching that 225, 220s. They're buying right at the top, trying to look for that breakout. They're going to get absolutely destroyed here at 225. If it does break out, all the shorts are going to take a seat. They're going to sit down on it. because the news isn't warranting that kind of move, but we will see. And this is only the first 5 minutes of this open, so definitely touch that top. I think it may need to retest it for shorts to really get in on it or form a lower high. If it forms a lower high, they may get on as well. Anyway, let's jump over to MULN. What is this thing? MULN moved up from 36 to 46, 10 cents. So the most you can, let's see, what's the bottom here? 45, and he jumped up to 49. So a 4-cent range right now in comparison to Moats, which is what at least it's giving, you know, like a good 10 cents there on a $2 stock. Good 20-cent range right now. We're looking for range, baby, range. Now, I could say if you're a swing trading something like MULN and you're holding it for a long time and you're looking for like a little peep, then yeah, it may be good. But with that much volume, 10 cents of movement, I don't know, man. That's a little shady. Did it even have news on the day? MULN. MULN Automotive soars after securing sales license from iGo EV in Europe. Okay. So it did have some catalysts on the day. But they got the rights, but we'll see who wants to buy their products. Moats getting heavy right around that 225, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna blast through it at least one time. Especially the spark FOMO. If it breaks that 225, people will dive in there and the shorts will kill them. Okay. Yeah, I think most is a top short play on the day though. Definitely for low floats. MULN closing down that little range there. These other ones not really moving at all. I'm gonna start cleaning up the watch list here. Let's look at the SPY, which we haven't really paid attention to. SPY moved from the on Friday moved from the 364s into this 375 range. Just going flat now. Probably needs to let a bunch of news digest. PCVX had a top up here of $38. Is PCVX some type of, well, it's a type of low float. Let me see what this float's looking like. Total float is 50 million in the float on PCVX. So it could have a little bit of range. I mean, it's moved $3 down from 3 or 37 down here all the way to the 33s. So that's about $4. and then bouncing back up into this indecision with 4 million shares traded. SIGA getting destroyed. Take that off. PEGY continuing down to $5 today. AMPX returned to those highs again today, up there to 12.14. It looks like it's kind of running out of gas up here. We'll see if it can even get 1 million shares traded on it. MULN pushing back towards the 49s. $0.49. MULN, where do you need to break? All right, MOTS did get a small little pop above that 225 level, found some resistance there. So I don't know how many shorts got on in that little pip, but we'll see if it can continue to push over 225, try to hold it, and then fail, give a big downside move. PCVX popping on up there. This indecision was $35.19, has popped up to the 36.17, so that's some range right there. Couple dollars, but it is forming a lower high on the hour chart, previous high, and then this lower high, so definitely be careful there. But that's some big range on Monday. On Monday there. What else we got? MOTS continues to try to hold that 220 there. What's up, Ben? Okay. AMPX hawking back down off of that $12. Very low volume to get up here, but it is definitely taking its time grinding higher. Don't want to get back any profits on it though. SPY coming on back down. We'll see if it can break down this what is this, 374. 370 looking like a nice hold 10 that it can hold today, but I don't know if it can get all the way back there. There'll be a $5 loss on the SPY after this big move up from Friday. So almost a $10 move up to give 5 back. I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, this most is giving shorts way too much time to get on. Way too much. If it forms a lower high on the hour, it may be looking bad for it. 30 minutes will be closing in about 15 minutes on this 30-minute chart. IMUX going on down. I'll clean that up. Don't need to see that. Let's see if anything new is popping up over here. The only low float that is currently still on the top volume. So this is the top 10 volume movers overall, and most is still hanging in there. It's the only little low float in there until it gets destroyed. And then let's see, nothing else too interesting getting a lot of volume in the low float area. And then the micro floats, Moats is in the micro float area, so definitely a smaller range than we're used to seeing on a micro float, but that catalyst is super weak. Okay. Moats trying again at the 225s, more and more shorts loading up here. At this point on Moats, I don't know if the shorts are even scared of this thing. Like they probably will risk up to $3. I mean, it's going down. It's going down. Jumping up there, 225s again. Quick little jump up. Shorts getting a nice little entry above this 222 level for the big dump. So if you're gonna scalp it, be careful because you're playing into a shorts game here. So we'll see. Jumping up there, what, 10 cents above the 1023s, getting that nice FOMO in there, trapping those longs above 220s. And we're just looking for the resurgence back to the downside. Should be a pretty big pump down too. So this is a higher low, but this is a higher low over a level where somebody's about to lose their stuff, bro. Get your shoes ready. This is a giveaway. Shoes and shoestrings. We're about to give it away back under the 220s. AMPX continuing to push up there, 1240s, coming into what looks like a small double top up there around 1250. This one may be a nice little short play as well. Low volume up here. First 15-minute candle only didn't even get a million. Okay, it's starting. The dissension is starting here. So AMPX looking like a nice little, entering a nice little short area. 1210s was the top here on the hour chart from back here. And finding some resistance right there on low volume. Let's go back and look at PCVX. Looking like it wants to go down a little bit more too. All right, Moats, let's get this slam going. $220 breakdown is going to be absolutely insane. Let's see it back to $2. Let's look at the overall movement of this thing. So it moved from $1 up to $1.25. So about 25 cents. This will move from 217-ish, 216-ish up to the 233. So about 16 cents. So 25 cents down to 16 cents on this next candle. Let's see if it continues to tighten up around right above this 220 for the dive. MULN getting back up there, going towards 50 cents. Taking a while to get to make that cent. So this breakout was from the 49 up to the 50, so a 1 cent breakout. AMPX continuing to play above this previous level. So how would you play it if you were a short? Would you look at this and say, okay, this is my risk. My risk will be 1260, right? So 1260. If it pops out, hey, I just get out 1260. If it can hold down though, you know, 1250, we're looking for a return back into maybe the 1150s. Give a whole what, 50 to 70 cent return on this short, which I think it can do. I think it can pull back, but with it being Monday and everything, I'm thinking it can give a nice little pullback if it can stay down. But let's see what a breakout looks like here. Coming up, pushing 1250s, not able to get to the 1260s quite. A little bit of struggle point up here on the top. We got about 10 minutes until this 30-minute closes. A little bit of struggle right there at the 1250. So I'm pretty sure this is going to become an area of interest for shorts. Let's go over here to Moats. Moats, you back under 220 yet? Not yet. Short still piling in on this one. This is where those people, you know, those big traders that take like 1 million share positions. This is what they're doing here. They're just it's just shares just rolling. Look at how many shares are traded on MOTS. 17 million. This thing about to get bombshell. All right, MULN sitting at the 50 there, running up to the 51s. Very small little breakout. That range is just horrendous to me. What's up, Lori? Yeah. So the range on MULN is just not there. Let's see if they're ready for it to go down now. We already know the big traders are in here already for this drop. They already got like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million shares of this. All they need to crack up 220. AMPX pulling back under the 12s now. So that does look like it became an area of interest for the shorts there, right into that range, and couldn't get a good breakout. Pump fake some people, broke out very small there, about 8-cent breakout, and then going down now back towards the 12s on lower volume, and hasn't reached 1 million shares traded yet. PCVX still looks like it's pretty much an indecision. The 225 is beginning to look like an obvious level of struggle. Now we're going to see this with the somebody's still interested up here at 225. Foolish mortals. Oh man, it's about to be bad. But yeah, don't be surprised if this drop is very exaggerated. Like even down here to the 175s, I'm expecting a huge drop off on this one. So the top of this one was the 236, which I doubt it's going to get back up to. Coming back and pushing. The previous resistance was right here at the 222s. They're about to start pushing back into this previous resistance, which will show short strength into this or I guess this would be a support area now. SPY coming back up, going flat today. Over the weekend, or was that the weekend or yesterday, I was talking to Ben about this. The SPY did, or was it the SPY? No, the NQ had gapped up a little bit, and we kind of figured it was going to be moving up a little bit. But I told him, I was like, I don't know if it's going to be a low float day with that kind of movement on the NQ. So again, this is like the first turn of the race of the week. So already we are seeing the catalyst kind of digest fully into the market and lose their spark. So we may need to wait for some more catalysts, something better. As of now, I haven't seen my setup in here anyway. I'm looking to buy dips, so I haven't seen any dips that I like. Let me go over here. You said you don't know. It looks like it may break on moats. Nah, it ain't breaking. This is a short play right here over the 225s. Weak catalyst, perfect incentive for people to FOMO buy in. They see it up 40%, especially people that are just starting in the market. They see it up 40%. They're like, yeah, this thing can continue. Let's play a foolish game. And then, you know, you get that Mortal Kombat background sound where you're getting your back broken in two. That's what's about to happen. Because guaranteed they're trading on a 1 minute or a 2 minute, and they're not seeing all of this. Because what I'm looking at is the hour chart, the 30-minute chart, and the 15-minute chart. So they're trading within these candles. So, you know, if they're not seeing this thing set up for a dive, they're about to get their boots taken. Oh, it's going to get a pullback, all right. It's going to get a pullback. Let's see. Let me look at the scan. Still looking around. But most is still holding up there. Almost 20 million shares traded with no motion, almost no motion upward. So, I mean, there's only one way this thing can go. 20 million shares traded in this area. Bruh. This is a absolute short play. We have about 4 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. MULN did make it up to 51 cents through a quick wick up there, almost to the 52, found resistance at the 52 cents. That's insane. Like, looking at these prices, reading this, it's just too much trading within the penny. Like, you're basically trading like segments of a penny, and this is like a real penny stock. Like, you gotta get in with your little 10,000 shares and get out quick. Moats trying to get back up to the 230s. Just running out of that fuel. New 15-minute opening in 2 minutes. Preparing for this dump. Back up there testing the 236, that high one more again. Just a small little punch out again. Another chance for shorts to get on big. So this thing has 21 million shares traded. There's no way they're not on this. I mean, I could see them dropping 30 million share position up here as a short position. Like, and it's just getting filtered here. It's trying to get filled, more and more short, bigger and bigger position for this breakdown. It's only 15 cents off the 20. So, I mean, what you're risking up to the 250 possibly for this thing to go down back to the 175. Too much time for the shorts to get on. MULN breaking over the 52s there. AMPX hasn't formed any lower highs yet. So original candle, 9 million shares traded. This one's almost to 9 million shares traded. All right, now time for the fall. Let's get it, boys. Back through the 220s very quickly. Let's go. I mean, everybody and their mom's in here short, so, you know, not too much reason to be buying up here. On the 30-minute, we have a little bit of resistance. We'll see if that's clear resistance later on, but as of now, We'll say the 235-ish level is that nice resistance. Let's see how much this thing dumps here. First two candles, almost 9 million traded per candle. Now it's the shorts turn. Let's go shorts. Let's go get it. AMPX. Okay, PCVX just kind of going flat now. Cleaning that up. Let me see if I can find anything else. Let's get on down, baby. 22 million shares traded on this low float. This thing, what does it have in the float? This thing has what? 2.5 million shares in the float. It's probably lower than this. It's usually lower than this. So 2.5 million. We have 22 million shares traded, and this thing hasn't moved but what? 30 cents? And you think it's not gonna dump? Insanity. Insanity. What a hopeful heart. Oh, AMPX. Okay, got you. AMPX. Yeah. That's the one that had the Biden news. Those companies were getting the support from Biden administration because they create the materials for batteries. But I'm still thinking it's in an area of resistance, and I'm thinking it will come down. It may not break down 10. It may hold over 10, but I do think it's going to come down here on Monday morning. Running out of volume up here. Never even reached a million shares traded. I'm thinking it's going to come on down here. Lack of attention. Anyway, Moat's taking his sweet time up here to break down. MULN up to 54 cents. Grinding higher. If you look at this percentage wise, this is a pretty big move for it, moving from 45 cents up to 55 cents, 10 cents there. So what would be your strategy for taking profit on this one with such a tight range of motion? Would you be taking like every 2 cents, every 3 cents, 5 cents? What would be risking too much? Like, what would be looking for too much on a move like this? Is my question. Or do you have like a calculation where you say, okay, if this is the range, this is what I want to, kind of like the retracement, the Fibonacci retracement. This is kind of like the profit that I'm looking for to take off of this. Or is it just, hey, if the profit comes, take it? Lori says MULN would have been a good buy on Friday. Let's look back at Friday. Yeah, it was going flat and everything, but that news, that catalyst wasn't out. So I don't know how you would have kind of known, I guess. And that's one of the things with trading momentum. You're trading after something is moving. But maybe if you were just investing in this thing long term as it came down, maybe you would have profited a little bit, maybe down here. But it's a lot of maybes. And that's even less than a 50-50 chance for that thing to blow up. So we at least want to keep it 50-50, but definitely want to have an edge to make it more. AMPX struggling right there at the 12.25s. MULN threw a little wick up there to the 55s. Oh yes, Ben. I am extremely overbearish because of that reason. It is Monday. I am expecting everything to fall. everything. Destruction. The favor is in the shorts on a Monday. I mean, think about it. If you were in moats, if you were holding moats for, let's see, however long it was in this dip. So you've been holding moats for, let me go to the yearly chart on moats. Okay, so let's say you bought somewhere down here in moats, or you bought up here in your bag holding. What reason would you have not to be selling this to get out? what reasoning would you believe that this thing is going to continue up to the 320s with that catalyst? Ain't no way. I'll be dumping that thing like I don't know what. And again, let's look at the charts. What are we seeing here? Back to the 220s. Everybody and their mom has gotten on up here below this. What is this? 338s. So yeah, expect a huge dive. It's Monday. Come on, shorts. We applaud you for tricking all of the people that believed in a Monday morning rip on something like this. Let's get it, shorts. Let's take everybody's money. Y'all brought it all the way back to the 220s. Let's continue to dump, baby. There is no way I'll be trading up here. Basically, you're just giving shorts money on the week. You're like, you know what, shorts? I think you deserve a good start to your week. Let's get on in here. No. All right, AMPX coming down as well, back towards the 12s. Just not a lot of volume on that one. Looking for a big break here. Break down. Let's see where the size is here. So at 220, we got 13,000 shares sitting out there. Let's see where the biggest size is on the ask. Where are those sizes on the ask here? But yeah, definitely looking like a 220 break. Sometimes, you know, you never know the time that it's going to happen, but you definitely know that the probability of the idea working out. It's like, man, bro, you look at the catalyst and you see what they got set up over there. It's like, who would be holding this into lunchtime today? What longs would be holding this? Okay, AMPX popping around, losing its volume as well. Previous first candle was 7 million or 700,000. Second candle was 600,000, and now we're coming on down to not even get kind of struggling to get to 200,000. Getting a little heavy there. We see the SPY is also reducing in value, coming back towards the 375s. We have another one coming up. What is this? ENSV. Does it have news on the day? Nah. ENSV. It's up 12-13%, but no real news on the day. Kind of gives back profits a lot. ENSV. This one. So this one looks like on Friday it was going up a little bit and had the little blah 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 move into Monday. The top here on the hour chart is 235s. 235s, still low volume in comparison to everything else. Let's see where Moats is. Oh, is this the burial ceremony here? My condolences. So we're under 220s. Looking for it to continue on down through this $2 level once it picks up some momentum. Think about how many people are on top of this. What big shorts that have put 10 million shares up here in this range are going to allow this thing to come back up? No. They're going to continue shorting. Well, they may have a full position at this point. It had almost 30 million shares into this area. So that's I mean, the size in on that is probably ridiculous. We'll see if it'll form a lower high on the hour chart and continue down. MULN diving back through the 50 cents. See AMPX sitting right under the 12s. ENSV going towards the tops there. But it's gonna have to pick up the volume. Does not have any kind of catalyst on the day. Jump back over here and see if I see anything else on the scans. We got KSPN up 32%. KSPN on the percent gainers, 30 something percent. We have let's see, AL. So modes, ESVN, nothing else kind of just standing out except for KSPN coming up at the 150s. Let's look at what kind of catalyst they have. They don't have any catalyst out front on the day. I'll go and see what kind of company this is, though. We'll look into it. Working its way up to 2 million shares. Very low float. Has to be because this is a lower share size, so the float may be even smaller than this. We'll see once we look into it. But we'll look into this real quick. So ENSV continuing up to the 250s. KSPN 152. Let's go and look into these. Which one we want to look into first? We'll look into KSPN first. KSPN statistics, no, profile. 141 employees. It is a software and application company in the sector of technology. From Spokane, what's that, Wyoming? I don't know. Washington? I don't know. Tripping. Washington. Okay. Let's see. Caspian Holdings Inc. operates in e-commerce marketplace growth, a platform that offers a suite of software and services. Its platform of software and services enable brands' online distribution channel on digital marketplaces such as Amazon, Walmart, Target, and others. The company's marketplace as a service approach consists of delivering technology-enabled services to partners, including software and associated support services. The company was formerly known as Trans World Entertainment Corporation. Copy that. And changed its name to Caspian Holdings in September 2020. So let's go and look at this older company, Trans World Entertainment, permanently closed. Got a 1-star on the BBB. Wow. Horrible company there. 1-star. Still got the number out there you can call. But no, that's the wrong company. Trans World Entertainment Corporation reviews. Their reviews should still be out, I guess. People at Trans World friendly and willing to help. They were always fun to get to know. The environment was fast and productive. Trans World 187 reviews, 3-star company. Okay. Had its perks, but my manager was short-sighted and verbally abusive. Depressing and abusive workplace. Wow. Pros, nothing. Cons, cons, everything. Oh wow. Sense of people, what people like, supportive environment, ability to meet personal goals, areas for improvement, sense of belonging, overall satisfaction, and inclusive work environment. Okay, wow. This company is sinking fast. Bad pay and job security. Worst company ever worked for. Okay, so we can stop there. All right, so that is that one. So they changed their name and trying to revive themselves. Let's go and look at the other one, which was, let me flip over here. ENSV and see what their company's about. Actually, before we leave, let's look at the actual float of KSPN. So the float there is 2.58 million. Okay. Let's jump over to ENSV. ENSV, our profile. So this is in the energy sector. oil and gas equipment and services. Full-time employees 81. They're out of United States. Longmont, Colorado, I believe. So Enservico Corporation, through its subsidiaries, provides well enhancement and fluid management services to the onshore oil and natural gas industry in the United States. It offers fracked water heating, oil, hot oil, pressure testing, acidizing, and water hauling, as well as well site construction services. The company owns and operates a fleet of approximately 318 specialized trucks, trailers, frac tanks, and other well site related equipment. It operates in the eastern United States region, comprising of southern region of Marcellus Shale Formation and Utica Shale Formation in eastern Ohio, Rocky Mountain region consisting of western Colorado and southern Wyoming. Okay, so this was made in 1980 out there. So let's jump back. So it's up 19% right now. It would definitely need to pull back. Let's go and look at oil and gas and see what's going on over here as well. So oil has found a couple of days where it's found a little bit of pressure above the $80. So continue to get that pressure. We'll kind of see, this is the first day of the week, so we'll see what oil has to do throughout the rest of the week. And let's see what else we got here. Modes, D, snap. Everything else is looking really red. We got some 10% droppers on today. NIO, BABA down 5%. XPEV. Okay. GBs. Okay, let's jump back over to Street Smart. All right. Moats, what are you doing up here? Acting a fool. What are you doing? Allowing more and more. Why is it allowing so many shorts to get on here? The top here is the 238 resistance. We'll see if it actually, they're probably waiting for a lower high to be formed. That's probably what it is. Especially on maybe the 30-minute and the hour. If a lower high forms, they're definitely going to start piling in. Some people trade exactly with the trend. Like, they don't start getting into their trade until it starts trending in their direction. Some people trade, hey, the top side on, on some kind of perilous news. They'll get in on that 239 and say, hey, well, I'm getting in the most risky situation, but I'll get paid the most if it stays below, this level. So, yeah, struggling right there at the 220s. We'll see some continuation to the downside. All right, ENSV, small breakouts on each one of these. 227 up to the 235s, 235 up to the 245, and then 245 for a small breakout up here to the 247s. All right, so yeah, just looking around. AMPX, reducing that volume. Yeah, Lori. I was looking at RUM as well earlier this morning. Where did I put that? RUM right here. Yeah. So it actually has this low down here of the 3 or the 638s. I was wondering, okay, is it going to continue higher lows here? And when is it going to retest a higher low? Like, this one was what, 690? So it's going to have to come and retest one of these supports, right? At least one. But it is making those higher lows each day on Rumble. Moats, again, finding the struggle point right there at the 220s. Nice little risk area that they could say, okay, well, I think it's not going to make it back up to the 240s. And so as long as they're right, they're getting paid. So this break here will be the 215 breakdown. Look at this size on the bid here. So we got what, 11,000, 21,000 around that 216 area. That's trying to hold up here. A couple of levels, a big kind of big. Well, these aren't even orders that we don't even know if these orders are real. First of all, 218, there looks to be 12,000, 10,000, but what can happen is the price can push down to this level and these can disappear. Just this, they don't even get grinded into. They may not be real. They just disappear. So that's one thing you got to be careful of when trading on using level twos. You can't really just go on what you see because some of the numbers are spoofed and all kinds of uh, configuration changes can be made to that level two. ESVN coming on down, KSP into a big indecision. People don't know what to do about it. Lower volume. AMPX taking a nice little chunky dive down to 1150s. SPY taking a dive down as well. You could be critical of me being critical about a Monday, but I have the data. I've looked at these Mondays and how they act and all that. Just it's one of those times I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna let all this news digest and then come in and see what I want to trade. Cause you can definitely get baked out here on a Monday morning. KSPN, big indecision on the 30-minute. Headed on down. All right, MLTS, all we need to see is a break of the 215. Has really no reason to go back up, but it still has time to play around. We'll be closing this hour candle in about 8 minutes. And that'll also be when I'm trying to shut that stream down and get on to some more work. But as of now, good observation. Good observation time on Monday morning. AMPX, big fallback off of this level of interest for the shorts to the 1142s on low volume. Anyway, while you guys are still here, make sure you remember to hit the like button if you enjoy the content, the commentary, and all that I bring. If you're on Twitch, you can hit that follow button if you enjoy the content. Try to steer away from making stupid mistakes on Monday mornings and really any day. But definitely I'll be looking for some greater news to pop out. May continue to watch AMPX because it does have their presidential news still on it. But it did this before, forming a double top at the $11, and it's come up here now to what, almost the 1250s, and found another little spot where it's kind of getting held up and the volume is dropping off. So that's kind of red flags to me. But yeah, just like to be careful, like to observe, and especially think about it. If you're trading, you're looking at the SPY, you're like, oh, the SPY is going up, and then in the next 15 minutes, we get this big, huge pullback of a what, $5 drop, $4 drop here from the 77s all the way down to the 73s. So just being observative and keeping my head on a swivel. Moats back under the 220s. Will they start forcing their way through these levels down? Here's the question. Some crazy people are trying to buy it off of VWAP, but the thing is, VWAP isn't going to help you today. Not going to help you today. Not against these whales that have entered up here around the 240s. MULN still hovering right around that 49 cents. Yeah, Drifter. Yeah, man. Just I just like to I like to look at the market. I like to share my ideas with you guys, and I like to get your feedbacks because sometimes you guys call out things that I'm like, what? Like MULN, it did move up. It was 4 cents. So if you took quite a bit of size, I mean, would have been risky, but it did move up. That was one that I wouldn't have ever looked at today. 218 million shares traded on it on MULN. So what was the float on this one? The float, oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have touched this. 322 million. Nah. But yeah, if someone was interested in that kind of move or to see that kind of analysis, that's why I kind of look at them and see what they're talking about. Moats jumping back up there to the 225s. Just looking for a lower high is all we're looking for on that one. And it'll be probably going on down, breaking this bottom here of the 215s. Got about 3 minutes left on the stream. Before we get off, we do have the Framer Fortune home channel. We have the Framer Fortune Media Network channels that you can check out on YouTube. We also have the Discords that you can be a part of. Come and be a part of the Discord. I usually live in the day trading section. We do have other sections on there though for other types of trading. We talk about everything investing in the market that could have an effect on the market. If I'm gonna take trades or if I'm looking at a certain area but I'm not able to stream, I'll post in the Discord. Sometimes when I'm not here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the place that I actually go, Discord isn't allowed on the server because it can transfer images. So like I can't even Discord won't even open on their servers. So I can't post. I usually just use my phone, which is why you don't see me post a lot of images of my charts because on my charts on my computer, and I can talk to y'all through my phone though because I have my own hotspot and I can talk on Discord. But that's why I don't usually post like videos or share my screen there because I can't. It won't even allow encoding on their servers. So pretty secure setup. But yeah, definitely I'll keep you guys updated through text of like if I'm taking entries, if I see a level of interest or something like that. But yeah, interesting day in the market. If you're gonna continue trading today, I would definitely trade after. If you're going long, I would trade after some of these nice little dips. But on today with the catalyst that we've seen, I don't know if anything's gonna get bought up aggressively. So I'll definitely be keeping my head on the swivel there. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to check out some of our other channels. We got Reliable Rudy out there posting content on trading strategies and different investment ideas. We have Stunks and Chumps Gaming. Again, Framer Fortune home channel, crypto channel. The DLA DAO is our own crypto environment that we're building, community that we're building. So yeah, check out everything we got going on. And yeah, I'm about to get ready to shut it down. Appreciate all of you guys for your chats, for your call outs, for everything that you bring to the stream. And if you wasn't here, I would just be here in zombie mode, just staring at the screen, and you just tune in, and I'll be like, not saying anything. But appreciate you guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.